thinking about jumping?
What? Oh, no. Just waiting to see what Andy says about Fitz and the commander.
Falk was straight through with a rifle. He wasn't spraying bean juice, so he'll be fine.
And Fitz?
Didn't want the new gear and walked into the business end of a Kalashnikov.
He didn't seem too bad during the op. Still worried. Andy's got us advanced, but he's not a doctor.
I'll get you. Let's see how things are going.
Scream, damn. Work, damn you. There are only so many ways to look for internal injuries. I can't make heads or tails out of this damn newfangled machine. What else do you expect me to do here, Canary? These men need doctors, not just a combat medic trying to pack holes.
I take it things are going well then.
No medical personnel and a smart-ass toaster that thinks it's funny. How do you think it's going?
I never got a reply about reinforcements.
Way ahead of you, sport. Sending my own. Janeway, get your silicon ass out here.
Good evening, Admiral. What can I do for you?
4 hours ago, I told you to contact command and ask when the medical staff will be here.
Oh, that's right. You aren't wired in. Did you check your email?
No. And I'm not gonna. That's what you're for.
Ah, yes. On top of doing the job of thousands of biologics, why not your private secretary as well? Unlike you, Command knows the capabilities of this ship and this fleet. Medical personnel are unnecessary, and they would only delay departure for our next assignment.
And I got pilots with possible internal injuries. Who's gonna deal with that?
I wasn't aware pilots were dual-purpose infantry units, nor was I aware of any operational plan involving it.
Commander's initiative.
Of course, Admiral. I should have realized the smart move would be to risk our experimental Aeromet pilots on shooting flea-ridden mongrels hiding in the R&D's foul crevices.
We need a goddamn doctor.
Then I suggest you ask for one. Computer, activate the emergency medical hologram. Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
What in the hell is that thing? Another one?
We got 2 Cat Charlies, just up you on both. Human in the chest, Taxon in the arm. Both stabilized, but they need treatment.
Consider yourself fortunate for enforced equality triage regulations. I forgot how large Taxon were. Remind me to resynchronize and update my alien biology protocols. Try that. Try what? Aha.
Thank you. Did you just grant him access to clearance-level information?
The EMH is a specialized operation within my AGI matrix. I am simply reminding myself of information I already know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go powder my nanomachines.
Ugh. What is this? Cloth?
Hemostatic gauze, what else?
Hemostatic? Good heavens, what year is it? All this needs to be removed. Preferably before this one dies of an infection. Rewrap this with a smart bandage and give him an analgene stim. Make that 150% dose. My, you are a big one. Next.
Fucking holograms. I'm going back to work. Ah, man, they dragged poor Robert Picardo into this, didn't they?
Charming.
Oh, hey, kid. Did you know that bullets hurt? Ow.
Gunshot to the right torso beneath rib 7. Starting scan. Try to keep still. By the way, I am a fully sentient neural imprint of Dr. Louis Zimmerman. Not a thing.
Never heard of him.
Of course you haven't. He only studied under one of the finest medical minds of our time. Dr. Arthur Anselm? There. See? The boy gets it. Wait. Why is there a child on board?
Because his daddy owns it. Why do you care?
You are correct. Side note. Why isn't the Taxon being treated?
What part of no medical staff don't you understand?
Fantastic. Well, since I now have access to the ship's crew profiles... Hero Renard, third youngest ROTC candidate to reach the rank of captain. Impressive. You have your CLS certification?
Yeah. But Andy has more experience.
Chief Million is also responsible for 36 other tasks on this ship, 27 of which remain unfinished. He is wholly unprepared and incapable of taking on orderly duties, dressing removal, analgene, and a diagnostic bandage if you would, Mr. Renard. Let's hope my DEI triage protocols haven't left the commander with a chest full of fluid.
Doc, you can be straight. Just tell me it's AIDS.
Wait, what? Is he?
I don't know. Now, if you please.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Scan done.
Looks like Doc Hologram is terrible at poker.
Mr. Renard, forget that for a moment. I need morphine and a surgery kit immediately.
Yes, sir.
Commander, I need you to lay back and stay still. You may feel fine, but that could change very quickly.
Everything good?
Microsurgery is, interesting. Not quite sure that's something I want to get deep into, though.
I can't tell if you're being naive or making a pun.
I'm thinking both. Fitz will be fine. Luckily, the damage wasn't any further towards center mass.
That close, huh?
Why were you on the ground? We have like 1,000 Marines to do that.
Them crown snarfers are great at destruction, killing, and scaring the living hell out of anything foreign. Their ability to not shoot, collect, and transport leaves a lot to be desired.
So why not have the Admiral send her goon squad? I mean, drones.
Because I wanted to see the data before she got her hands on it.
You don't think she's rogue, do you?
No, I think she works for the brass.
And you don't?
Listen, kid, I got shanghaied by the Commonwealth before you were born. Not that they don't have good people, but they ain't run by those. Your dad is the highest ranking good egg I've met, and I was really hoping he wouldn't get waylaid back into that cesspit before we left. Turns out, the Berman had other plans. You ask me if I work for the brass. Yes, I have to. Am I owned by them? No.
You didn't answer my question. You said you hated when people give vague answers.
You're killing me, kid. We needed the information so we know we're on the right track for some answers. We are, by the way.
We?
The chief and I.
Andy's involved too? His dad?
Yup. But this attack has put a giant spotlight on us, so we gotta move real careful like.
To do what?
Last broadcast, Andy's wife and kid were trying to get out of Germany before the Berman got violent. Ain't heard from them since.
Oh, crud. We're not really headed for the North Sea, are we? I aced my history classes, so...
North? What? No. They were trying to flee south.
To Montenegro?
What? No, I mean, maybe. Just south from Germany. What do you know about Montenegro, anyway?
It's near a major port. Hasn't fallen to the Burman yet. It would be a great place to stage a carrier to contest airspace over the current fighting.
Hero, there are like 5 countries you could have picked.
Did I guess something right?
No. Now hush. We are headed for the Adriatic. Orders just hit. Apparently, one of the acronyms is a spook on board, and we've been ordered to facilitate contact with some agent. Assuming it was a German asset that has some kind of info or something.
I feel like there's a but coming.
Several. First one is that our relief has gone dark. 24 hours since last check-in from the Ark Royale task group. We gotta go save the Brits.
What if they're already under attack?
Then they'll probably already be dead by the time we get there. We got one more day till Texas gets here, and it'll be another 4 to the last known location. After the beating we just got, I'm going to have Andy working on unlocking whatever other upgrades we weren't told about, so we don't get the shit shot out of us again.
I don't understand why they didn't just give up. They couldn't hope to win.
The ones in the museum only started dropping after we hit their computer, and the Marines started spraying the whole goddamn building. Occupation forces don't do that. They don't dig in when their occupation fails. You cut your losses, surrender, and get your men back in POW trades and rescue operations. Last time I saw something like that was Emerson.
Emerson?
One of the last major skirmishes before Canada joined the Commonwealth. Emerson was a tiny little place, maybe 500 people. It was America's entry point to liberate Winnipeg. What Recon hadn't seen was that this militia group out of Ontario had turned the whole area around the side of some old fort to a damn maze of tunnels, stretching out for like a mile. Town was fortified. The area was dug out and tunneled through. Nothing we could see on thermal, hyper, IR, nothing. They didn't come to win either. They came to delay. Hold the Americans for as long as they could, so the actual guards could mobilize.
It sounds like it went about as well as it did for the Burman.
A week. Held up for a week by a few hundred angry, drunk natives that poured in from Ontario. If I hadn't become a turncoat, I probably would have been proud. But I was busy talking a hotshot to, convincing them to give up in the only language Canadians understand.
French?
Traditional thermobaric explosives.
But
Look up the Battle of Phoebe Ridge sometime. You'll get it. Point is, they died so the guard could resist. So the fight would be over with before it came to Winnipeg. And it was. Canada asked America to help with the rebelling groups all over the country. Not long after, Commonwealth Charter was drafted and signed.
what does all this have to do with Bermuda?
Felt like Emerson all over again. Tomahawks into civilian zones, soldiers fighting legged combat walkers with Stone Age guns. This was just to slow us down.
But why?
Wish I had a crystal ball to know that one. Would really help my case when they court-martial me later.
I really doubt... Oh, crap. Is it that late? I'll talk to you later, Buck.
You off to play video games again? I swear, I'm gonna make Andy limit that stuff. Air gap or not, it's just distracting you.
It helps me relax.